Hey, what's up everybody, this is Baki here again with the video. This time I'm going to do a tutorial video on how to do that Akuma Custom with the OTGs that I posted earlier. This is a tricky combo, it's part of the version Akuma Custom Combo tutorial that he's shown, and I'm just going to break down what he tells you to do. And plus that's all in Japanese in case you can't really read any of it and you're having problems dissecting what's happening. I can go through exactly what you need to do to do the combo. I've been labbing it quite a bit, and I got a lot of small gotchas that I've been coming across while doing the combo. So hopefully this helps other people if they want to do the combo too. It just looks cool, and you don't really have to do this combo at all, but just a little breakdown on how it works. Before we get into this, I want to say that the combo needs to start at least from mid-screen. If you're too far away, it's not going to work. So you can only start from mid-screen or closer to the edge of the screen. Alright, we're going to start out. In order to do the Akuma OTG combos, you're going to have to practice the OTG and be really consistent with it. I want to say you're going to have to land it probably like 8 out of 10 times. And to get to that consistency, that in itself is really hard. This combo is pretty hard because of a lot of little things, and just the starting out the combo is the OTG, and that in itself is kind of hard. Normally Akuma starts his combos with VC1, which means you activate with light punch and light kick, and it has the shortest shadows. But for this combo, and they're actually different for player 1, player 2. I'll go over the player 1 side specifically on this video. You actually want to activate with VC3, which means you press heavy punch and heavy kick together to get the VC3. And the reason because of this is because how the shadows work, and you don't want the shadows to interrupt you during the combo. So you just have to remember, when you wanted to go for the OTG combo, just start with VC3 on the 1P side. As I said, you need to really practice your OTGs. And once you get to your OTGs pretty consistent, you're starting out the combo with VC3, crouch medium kick, canceled quickly into sweep, cancel into demon flip. That's how you do the initial part. Just practice getting that consistently. You want to get that consistent going. Now you've gotten that part. That's probably one of the harder parts. Afterwards, you want to do a hard punch, cancel into another demon flip, heavy punch, demon flip. And the tricky part about this after the OTG is that if you press the hard punch too early, you're not going to get anything. You're just going to have a demon flip. You want to make sure that the hit of the OTG has happened, and then you press punch, and then your punch is going to come out and you're going to cancel into a demon flip. So you make sure that's another spot you can mess up if you're pressing the hard punch too early. It looks like that. Heavy punch into heavy punch demon flip. And also canceling into demon flip is tricky in itself as well. You'll want to be very consistent with your demon flips. Before you do any of this, make sure you can do the demon flips and cancel into demon flips consistently. When I started, I have a lot of problems. Either I'll accidentally get a dragon punch or fireball because I'm not doing my inputs clean. So you need to have really clean inputs. So you need to practice it a lot. So every part of the combo, you're consistent and you're clean in your inputs. So you don't want to get fireball. You don't want to get dragon punch. You want to get into demon flip, heavy punch into demon flip. You want to make sure that's very consistent. Okay, after you do the demon flip, you want to do the medium kick, or you want to do a kick, the flip thing. You don't want to do the punch one. So you've gotten to the corner, and what you do in the corner afterwards is you want to do a hard punch, immediately cancel into a hop kick. So hard punch, hop kick, and then the dragon punch. Medium punch, dragon punch. Hard punch, forward hop kick into medium punch, dragon punch. Now you want to hit the hard punch with them relatively high in the air. They can't fall too low. You want to hit them kind of around your head. And then cancel immediately into hop kick, cancel immediately as the hop kick finishes into a medium punch, dragon punch. Now a lot of places to mess up in this spot is that if you're canceling too slow, your dragon punch is going to whiff, or if you're not doing it correctly, you're going to get a fireball. You're not going to even get a dragon punch, or you'll get nothing. So you need to practice the timing of the hard punch, canceling the hop kick into a dragon punch, and make sure you're canceling dragon punch very quickly. What happens afterwards, the medium dragon punch hits, they should be pretty high in the air, and by now you should be on the right side of them instead of the left side. I mean the opposite side. Depends on what direction you're doing. So you should be near the wall, and they should be on the other side. And then what happens, you want to do is another fierce punch into another demon flip, now in the opposite direction. I guess it'd be this direction, the opposite direction. As you saw, that's another gotcha right there, where if you're canceling the hard punch into demon flip too early, you're gonna flip under them, not hit them. You don't want that. That means you were hitting the fierce punch a little bit too early and you hit them a little too high in the air, and then you went under them. So you want to actually delay a little bit, going the opposite direction. Delay your fierce punch a little slightly, and then do hard punch cancel into demon flip. Again, you're gonna have to try this out yourself to get the exact timing, but once you kind of get an idea, you want them to not be too high, but at least like still near your head. Alright, after you land, you want to do a crouching roundhouse cancel into another medium punch demon flip. And the trick here is you actually want the roundhouse to linger a little bit, so you're like your foot's out already. The timing is tricky. You're gonna have to do this a lot until you get a feel for it, but doing it from the P1 side, you want to do sweep a little bit longer, leave it out a little bit longer than from the P2 side to get the timing. At least that's what worked for me. So leave the sweep out a little bit and cancel it a little bit later. And then once you're in the air, when you're on the ground, you should be in time for another OTG. If you cancel the sweep too early, then you're gonna arrive not at the right timing, and they haven't gotten to the second bounce yet where you can OTG them. That's usually where you miss. That's why you have to leave the sweep out a little bit longer. There you go. At the end, you want to cancel a back fierce because you want to make sure you have enough bar when you're canceling to the final demon flip after the sweep in order to carry over the properties of the custom combo, and therefore you can cancel the last hit of your second demon flip into a back fierce into another demon flip. And then that's the third demon flip. So you want to cancel a back fierce into another demon flip, and that'll be the end of the combo. When you land, you can, because they're in the corner now, you can do and follow up with another dragon punch. Altogether, it's going to look like this. Okay, there you have it. That's the full breakdown of the combo. Remember, there's a lot of little gotchas in between of the combos. Just go over it one last time. The OTG starter, you want to start with the VC3 with hard kick, hard punch, and you want to do medium demon flip into delayed. Make sure you're hitting the demon flip first, to fierce punch into fierce demon flip into the kick flip. And the first gotcha is that you need to make sure that you are hitting the punch button after the demon flip hits. Next gotcha in the corner, make sure when they're falling, you want to do fierce into forward hop kick. You are hitting them high enough around your head, and you want to delay the hop kick after the fierce already hits, but you need to cancel the hop kick immediately into a dragon punch. If you don't, it's going to be late, and the medium dragon punch is going to whiff. Make sure you get the dragon punch, you don't get a fireball, and after that they're going to be on the opposite side of you, and you have to do a fierce punch into another demon flip to the opposite direction, and making sure that your input is clean. I like to go to neutral when I'm doing that, but I noticed I was missing the up corner, which is why I wasn't getting the demon flip. And then after that, you do hit them again in the air with a kick, and as you land, do a sweep, and make sure you're making sure on one piece side you're letting the sweep stay out a little longer, and then cancel into another medium demon flip into a grab, and then finally into a back fierce into another demon flip into a grab. And that is the combo, guys. Keep practicing. I'm hoping if I can do it well enough. I'm still really struggling to get consistency. All the little parts of it, as you can see, there's a lot of little gotchas in it. I want to make sure I get consistent with each part of it and hopefully land it in an actual match. Alright, that's the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Give it a like and a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't.